LV County Championship debutant James Burke and Tom Curran ripped through Leicestershire on the second day of the match at Grace Road, and that meant that Surrey moved ahead of their hosts at the halfway stage. Yet for much of the morning session, it looked as if it would be the home team who were going to be holding all the aces, resuming their first innings on 35 without loss in reply to Surrey's 261. Angus Robson once again looking very good, and his partner Matt Boyce batted with few problems through the first hour. It looked as if Leicestershire had been lifted hugely by their win in Essex last week, and they now knew how to win a game, of course. Even when losing, Robson keeps churning out the runs. He struck a ton and a 70 in that victory in Chelmsford, and he was raising his bat again here after reaching the 50 mark for the 6th time in Championship cricket this summer, his latest coming off only 57 deliveries, that shot bringing him his 9th 4. The partnership between these two continued to build, and it appeared that the visitors were set to spend a long day in the field playing catch-up. Leicestershire was starting to look like a very different team to the one that went so long without a win, but once these two had registered a 3-figure opening partnership, the wheels fell off. Boyce was the first to go for 27 as Burke became just the 4th player to strike with his first ball for Surrey in the Championship. A strangle down the leg side, a lovely way to start for the 24-year-old Devonian. He was at it again in his next over, Robson having got to a sprightly 68, being beaten for pace to the bowler's 12th delivery in the 4-day game. Mark Cosgrove lasted only 4 balls. He was surprised to be given out LBW to Matt Dunn, with his team now on 126 for 3. The rot was stopped for a brief time by Ned Eckersley and Andrea Agathangalu, who carried the total up to 150 before the last 7 wickets fell for 40 runs in 13 overs. Chris Tremlett started the collapse by finding the edge of Agathangalu's bat, the rebound off Stephen Davis being held onto by Rory Burns. Then after lunch, Curran got to work, first by having Niall O'Brien held in the slips by Dominic Sibley. Another nick off the same bowler saw the early departure of Ben Rain, who was taken behind for 5. Before Curran struck again next ball, Rob Taylor out for a golden duck as he went in the same way, the bowler rewarded for pitching the ball right up to the batsman. Burke, the former Somerset man, then returned to the attack to bowl Eckersley for 34. Before in the same over, Jigger Naik was trapped in front, the full-length delivery now causing all the problems for Leicestershire. Curran threw one up to last man Charlie Shrek, who was LBW for a duck, as Leicestershire lost all of their wickets for 90 runs to be all out for 190, 71 behind their opponents. Curran took 4 for 39 and Burke an impressive return on debut of 4 for 19 from 6 overs, and these two could now put their feet up and watch the batsmen build on their work. The lead had been added to by 29 runs when Burns fell for 14, edging Clint Mackay to Agathangalu, a man who's already improved his new county slip fielding no end. Surrey were having quite a day, and they were moving well on top after Kumar Sangakkara came in to join Zafar Ansari, these two confirming their side's dominance with a stand for the second wicket of 37, which took Surrey's lead up to 139. But Shrek then found some movement to have Ansari LBW for 25, while Taylor persuaded Sangakkara to go fishing, the Sri Lankan edging behind after making 20 of a total of 76 for 3. After tea, and Sibley found himself in an awkward position to also fall leg before to Shrek, Surrey now on 70 for 4 for a lead of 161. 14 wickets had now fallen in a day very much enjoyed by the Seamers, and more wickets now, and Leicestershire would have kept themselves very much in this contest. To counter that, a decent partnership from here would make Surrey the big favourites to complete a season double over their opponents. That remarkable game at the Oval a few weeks back still in the memory for many. Ben Foakes and acting Surrey captain Gary Wilson produced the kind of thing their team needed, a partnership of 73 runs being realised in 17 overs. With the total on 163 and the lead at 234, Wilson was out for 42 with a loose half drive off Taylor to Rain. Foakes also made it into the 40s, taking his personal tally to 46 out of a score of 190, when he was amazed to be given out LBW to Rain half an hour before the close. Davis, coming in at number 8, brought up the 200 before the close, and with 4 wickets still in the bank, Surrey are now very handily placed to go on to record their 3rd win of the summer. With Davis on 20 and Burke on 19, Surrey will resume on the 3rd morning on 217 for 6, and that has them 288 runs ahead, and with bags of time still left in this match for them to be able to set a tough final target for their hosts.